Shift our focus now to Jubilant Life Sciences. It's one of the companies that reported numbers yesterday. So let's go through what's happened. Mr. Shyam Bhartia, Chairman and Managing Director, is with us right now to take us through the quarter. Thanks, Mr. Bhartia, for joining in. We know that there is no strict comparison here because there was a demerger of your a part of your business that took place last year. But nevertheless, can you run us through the highlights and how individual segments have done for you, the services side and the product side?
Yeah, thank you. If you see the whole year on like-to-like basis, the company has shown growth of about 1% increase in revenue. But if you exclude the one-time revenue of for H191, which we had last year, which we couldn't avail this year, is the total sales growth is about 7%, and the international revenue is about 69% of the sales, and from the regulated markets is about 52% of the sales. But if you see on the EBITDA margin side, the product business has shown a very strong EBITDA of 22.4%, and the service business, which represents about 30% of the business, has the EBITDA margins has been low at about 4.6% because of this loss of H191 revenue, which we had expected during this year also, but it didn't happen because of the intensity of flu was not there in US and other European markets.
So last year, the revenues were boosted because of H1N1.
That's right. So that was a one-time revenue last year, but this year also we expected that, but since the intensity of the flu H191, which was not there in US and European markets, and as you know, in India also the intensity had come down to a large extent, but our markets are basically US and European markets. If you see going forward, we see a strong growth in our product sales and margins, whereas the real increase in EBITDA margins will come from the increase in margins in our service business. If you see the fourth quarter, our service business margins were 10.3%, but we hope to increase it to at least high double digit. So which is about 4.6% for the whole year is going to increase it to high double digit. So I think. And also there is a good order booking in our service business consisting of contract manufacturing of steroids and also the drug discovery and development business. With good order booking, we expect the sales growth, and also what is important is the margin growth to double digit.
But how will you achieve that, sir? Right now the margins, particularly on the services side, they've come down quite a bit. How will you take them back to where they were?
Yeah, because of our order booking, and we have been able to replace the H191 revenue which we lost. Took us about 6 to 9 months time to do that. But this year we have already order bookings. So considering what is our order bookings, we have replaced that order from some other orders from pharma companies. So we are able to increase the revenue, at the same time margins, because the capacity utilization of our CMO business and also drug discovery and development business is going to increase substantially, and the increase in the capacity utilization will bring in additional margins.
Sir, a little short on time, unfortunately, today, but can you leave us with a sense that now when you look at the new year, the new financial year that started, and we'll be looking at the company in its new avatar, the whole demerger would be behind us, what's a reasonable expectation to have in terms of revenue growth and a level of margin, blended EBITDA margins for the company at which you'll hope to operate this year?
We expect to increase our revenue growth by higher double-digit number, and also increased margins would be higher than the sales growth, because we are very confident about it, because our service business is going to deliver at least double-digit margins.
Okay, all right, Mr. Bhartia, we'll leave it there. Hopefully we'll have a more detailed conversation at some other time, but thank you so much for joining in today. Jubilant Life Sciences stocks running up and away. It was actually down quite a bit yesterday. It was down almost 6% as if the market anticipated something. And today is a day of quick move up, perhaps.